Coast. Wall Street is closed, but in after-hour tradings, the Dow futures are generally flat along with the Nasdaq. Dow futures up 32, Nasdaq futures up 43, less than 1% for both of them. But what's up with Congress when Nancy's not pulling off the phone? Well, Congress wrangled a little bit more today, but the finality is already etched in stone. Your third stimulus check is coming, and also the provisions of the third stimulus check package as well. And in this video, I'll be going over with you sort of the redundancy you may see between second stimulus law and third stimulus package. And you may wonder, wait a second, I thought we already had one of those. I'll go over those details as well. But first, there's an Apple car coming to a street corner near you. Yes, an Apple car. And I don't mean the one you bite into. Apple is reportedly in works to develop a new car. I'll have those details for you tonight. And then the checks. The checks, those checks, and everything you've wondered about the checks. I'll be answering your questions you've been wondering about for the third stimulus check as opposed to the second stimulus check. When, how, what about this thing, and what about that thing? I'll be answering everything you've wondered and pondered about the third stimulus check in lieu of the second stimulus check. Then we turn to grants tonight. Grants, and I don't mean the tomb. I mean those grants. There's a lot of grants in the third stimulus package. Not one, but nearly almost half a dozen grants. And how do they compare to the second stimulus grants? I'll be going over those as well. Then I'll finally turn to rent. You know, we've seen rent, first stimulus, second stimulus, and now third stimulus. But why is this rent so different than any rent you've seen before? And again, I don't mean the musical, even though that was a good musical. On a Wednesday afternoon, live from Los Angeles. We have the Golden Globe nominations, and I'm your golden child tonight. Thank you for joining me on What the Chuck. If you've not subscribed, please subscribe. Hit that alert button, and also like this video. And there'll be an update at the 15-minute mark as more of you get in here. And I'll be back live with you tonight as well. Meantime, if you've not become a member, consider becoming a member. Purple Hawk, Purple Power, or Calcino VIP. Let's start with Wall Street. This channel is going from Wall Street to Main Street, from my home to your home. All the breaking developments, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The financial news, whether it's stimulus or economic news, covered comprehensively, better here than anywhere else, and the most interactive. This video, I'll be answering your questions, of course, on screen as well. And I'll be answering some of your 2,000 questions from yesterday's video. Let's see if that that one person's back citing some Bible scriptures for purposes of stimulus. All right. First, the Dow is flat tonight. The Dow futures are up about 32, less than 1%, and the Nasdaq futures are up about 43, less than 1%. Earlier today on the third stimulus, I reported to you that Qualcomm earnings are in, and boy, they missed badly on the revenue side. Revenue hit is very evident. Throughout the day, Google traded up substantially, whereas Amazon, on news that Jeff Bezos is stepping down as his new CEO, as the CEO of the company, Amazon took a hit today as well. And then let's get to the surprising announcement that an Apple car could be driving you to an Android office near you sometime soon. What is going on? A new report out tonight says that Apple is working on developing an Apple car. The Apple car was expected to go into production within the next 3 years. It'll function with Apple software, Apple devices, and will actually be called an Apple car or Apple something car. So it's actually not another car with the name Apple on it. It'll actually be Apple this. So I drive you, and I can just see Nancy getting into this. I can just see Nancy Pelosi getting into the Apple car. Oh my goodness, it's my way or the highway. How do I know which way is your way? Well, just turn on your iPhone and get in my Apple car. I will show you which way is my highway. There you go. Okay, then there's going to be Mitch trying to cut her off in an Android machine, in an Android hatchback. There's Mitch in that super-powered Android hatchback. Darn you, Mitch. Let's cut over to your checks. one of the most common questions I get about checks is, well, what about when that thing happened? What about this thing happening? I want to go through the sort of saga with what's going on with second stimulus checks and what's being teed up with third stimulus checks. The first obvious thing that I have to tell you is that the third stimulus check will be under Janet Yellen's overview. She is your Treasury Secretary. It's not Steve Mnuchin. And that Janet Yellen will be overviewing the rollout of your third stimulus check from Treasury, from IRS. So everything may look quite different. That's the first thing. Second, let's go over the check amounts. $1,400 an individual, $2,800 a married couple, $1,400 for children, $3,200 for adult dependents. If you're on any benefits, you get the same amount as everyone else. $3,200 for adult dependents, $1,400 for individuals. These checks will be coming from Janet Yellen's overview. So Steve Mnuchin is not involved with the check. Hey, Mary, thank you for the dancing pear. We don't care as long as it's a dancing pear. And yeah, it's a pear, not a bear. I still have people saying, I love that bear. It's not a bear, it's a pear. So it may seem strange to people that you're just getting the second stimulus check. Well, isn't the same person? No, that was sent out from Steve Mnuchin. So under Steve Mnuchin's guise, it just became chaos. It really did. He said it was this, and then it didn't come on time, and then you were expecting a paper check, and you got a debit card, or you're expecting direct deposit, and you got a debit card. All that, I know it's only been a few days ago or a few weeks ago. Some people are still getting the second stimulus check this week and last week. You're going to have to sort of detach yourself from that mindset and say, hey, it's all new. This is going to be under Janet Yellen's overview. So the third stimulus checks rollout will be different. Can you do a non-filer filing before it becomes law? Don't know yet. Under Steve Mnuchin, couldn't do it. Couldn't do that for second stimulus. You may be able to do it for third stimulus. The best source for that information always is irs.gov. Go to irs.gov. In the corner, they have a page dedicated just to the stimulus check. If you're missing a stimulus check, if you have not gotten yours, or you got some of the people in the family but are missing one of the kids' checks, give it another week or so. And then if you haven't gotten it by February 12th, then you can file your personal tax return and request a check. Remember, if you're on benefits, you're still allowed to file a tax return. Anyone can file a tax return. It's not the idea that you don't have to file a tax return is different than the idea of voluntarily filing a tax return. And there you go. All right, let's go to the next question at issue, which is, well, will there be multiple stimulus checks? I've been detailing that throughout the last 2 days. The incredible great news came out of the White House today, this afternoon, yesterday, and a little bit in the middle of yesterday as well. A new statement delivered by Joe Biden's chief economic advisor, delivered on Afternoon Check today, talked about the new economic data, basically referring to that Congressional Budget Office report, the CBO, which said that it expected the gross national product of the United States, the GDP, to go up really well this year and to show growth. Well, Biden's campaign back and said, hey, who cares about growth? That has nothing to do with stimulus. Stimulus is not tied to growth. It's not tied to GDP. Great news there. He's actually right. It's not tied to that economic factor. So he said again that the $1.9 trillion price tag is just on the edge of small. Hey, Leisha, everyone welcome Leisha to the Purple family. Thank you for becoming a Purple Hawk. Thank you so much. If you've not become a Purple Hawk, consider doing so. There's a pinned comment at the top of the chat and also in the description. 1,100, almost 1,000 people in the room already. 300 likes. Get those likes up. That's only 30% likes at the moment. Let's see if we get to 2,000 in the room again and 1,000 likes. Everyone welcome Alicia to this incredible family. If you want to join now. I'll give you a shout out on screen. Yesterday, during a press conference, Joe Biden's press secretary, and then Joe Biden as well, said, hey, we just sort of think this is really at the edge of too small, this $1.9 trillion stimulus package. We're not cutting a penny out of it because it's almost on the edge of too small. And you know why it is. I've been detailing over the last few days on this channel. The reason why it is because the bill was written at the time in which there was a series of different economic factors. Joe maybe should have waited to the very last minute to finalize the bill. And instead, it looks like he finalized it in early January rather than waiting to just a few days ago. And by doing that, he did not consider that there may be other economic factors. Hey, thank you for the Janet. Thank you for was that Janet? Ooh, yeah, it was Janet. As I almost killed the screen. Thank you, Janet, for the super chat. Hey, Jason. Everyone, welcome Jason to this family. 1,100 in the room already. Wow. Let's get to 2,000, 1,000 likes. Let's keep on liking. So his camp yesterday said, we think the package is too small. And the reason why the package is too small, because economic factors have changed. One, don't have enough doses. Two, don't have enough vaccinations. Three, won't have enough vaccinations the next few weeks. Four, unemployment is not improving. We can see new unemployment numbers tomorrow. And five, the variant of the vaccine. So you may see other stimulus checks. Yes, Joe Biden has said he would be back with other packages if so needed. And by all accounts, it really is now needed. So don't think this is your only stimulus check for 2021. Really good news. Next, grants. Grants. So many grants and so little time. Let me go over. Hey, I couldn't see who that was, but thank you for the super chat. I looked down for a second, I missed it. Maybe it was Scott. The reconciliation document from Nancy Pelosi yesterday gave us a window into the incredible grants which are being delivered to you in the third stimulus package that no one saw coming on top of the grants in the second stimulus package. It's important to understand that the second stimulus package just became law just a few weeks ago, and it has grants in it. And now the third stimulus package will have grants in it as well. What are the grants in the third stimulus package besides rent, which I'm going to get to in a second? There's utilities. There's PPP. Go out and get a PPP. Hey, Jen, thank you for the dancing pair. If you think you qualify for a PPP, go out and get a PPP. Reach out to lenders like Cabbage or Fundera, Lending Circle. You have to decide yourself. I'm not going to recommend any company. They're great because they all tell you what they need from you. They'll tell you, I need these documents. I need those documents. Thank you, James, for a nice super chat. They'll tell you what documents you need. They're very helpful. It's their job to process your application. So no need to reach out to a volunteer me to explain what they need from you. They'll actually tell you. And if you're not complete, they'll say, hey, here's my direct line. A lot of them have phone numbers that you can pick up on the phone, and they're very, very, very helpful. Hey, Jonathan, with the lemon. So under the second stimulus from December, you can get a PPP grant. You know, it starts as a loan, turns into a grant. But how about the third stimulus package? What other grants? Oh, wait, I forgot two others. In the second stimulus package, there's EIDL. It's just not happening like it's supposed to happen. Under the second stimulus package, there's an EIDL grant for low income, and there's an EIDL grant for agriculture, for my farmers, for my ranchers. Hey, David Sims. Everyone welcome David Sims to the family. Welcome, David Sims, to becoming a Purple Hawk. Really excited you're joining us. So if you're a rancher farmer, you should be able to get an EIDL grant. And if you're a low-income applicant of 2021, you should be able to get an EIDL grant as well. But what's happening? What's happening is they took that money and then didn't leave it for you. They put it to prior applicants. So just basically understand that you're going to get your grant opening soon, just not yet. Well, then, what is Nancy doing? What are those big grants under third stimulus? And what's going on with FPUC? Is it actually slightly retro? And finally, what's going on for rent? I'll have all those details as Joyce joins the room. Everyone welcome Joyce Joyce joining the room. That's a tongue twister. Thank you, Joyce, for joining this incredible family. But before, let me give you the big update, the 14-minute mark. There's 1,300 people in the room, 500 likes. Let's get to 2,000 people, and let's get to 1,000 likes. Come on, 500 likes. Let's get those likes going. Thank you. I think it was Tabitha for the super chat just then. Thank you so much. The big news, as you saw this afternoon, is that Republicans may bicker, may have ideas, may have suggestions, but they have nothing to do with your third stimulus package. The Biden camp basically is playing an optics game with the media, saying, you can call us up and talk. I'm a little happy to talk, but 1.9 it's staying 1.9. Stimulus check $1,400 is staying $1,400. Eligibility for what the payout of the salary for 2019 is staying the same. But thank you for your contribution. I really like it, but we're doing exactly what we want to do. Hey, winner for the meow. I love you, meow. So I know some of you may get confused because you may keep on hearing Joe said, I want to talk to the Republicans. I want to talk to them. Yeah, he's just doing it for optics. He's not gonna move a minute or a penny on anything. He's actually said that. So it's sort of like, how are you? How are you? Oh, you want a $200 stimulus check? That's wonderful. Well, you have a great day and thank you for calling. You want FBUC at $100 a week? That's just charming. I love you. How's the kids? Well, you have a great day. Thank you for calling. It's sort of like that call center operator who just sort of kiss F's you left and right. Thank you for calling. I'm so glad you called. What do you want to do? You don't want to give any money to the American people. I appreciate your contribution to calling me on the afternoon. How are the kids? How's the golf game? Well, that's good. You have a beautiful day, and thank you for calling. This is about as all you can get out of it. Good luck with that. God bless you. So I want you to understand that is where it is. Now, I will freely admit that some broadcast news reporters don't understand what the hell is going on. They absolutely are totally confused. So they're like, oh, it's never going to happen because the Republicans are doing this and the Republicans are doing that. And Joe says he's going to listen to them. Joe's not listening to anyone. He's making it look like he wants to go to lunch with you, but he's not picking up that check. Hey, Christine, how are you? Thank you for the dancing bear. So I'm just making it very simple for you because I know someone's going to say, did you hear what that guy said? Oh, my goodness. I don't want to hear what the guy said because it's done. It's done. It's just let's move on to the next stimulus package, folks. It's like enough already. So, Ellen, I got my $1,800 stimulus by doing a tax return on the 31st. Oh. Wow. Okay. I can't advise to do that, but it worked for someone. So let's go to that FPUC. Someone asked me to explain something earlier today, and I think it really was helpful for a lot of people. So let me do it again. By all accounts, it looks like FPUC under Joe Biden's third stimulus package will be retro to when the second stimulus package started, which is about the first week of January. So I know you got $300 a week for those weeks, so they're going to give you an additional $100 to catch up to $400. And then Joe's going to bring you forward at $400 a week to September. Now, that's a lot of months. I don't wish that you're unemployed for all those months. But if you are unemployed for all those months, you're going to get somewhere between $16,000 to $35,000. Let's do the math. FPUC at $400 a week for 40-something weeks approximately is about $16,000. That's number one. Number two, FPUC goes on top of your UI and PUA. So how much are you going to get for UI and PUA per week? Are you getting $100 a week? Are you getting $200 a week? Are you getting $300 a week? Well, if you're getting $400 a week, double the number I just gave you. Wow, yeah, we're now at like $32,000. How do you do enhanced unemployment or escalate benefits, or what these words are that I use on this channel? I'm going to go over it very simply for you. First, you don't call it anything. Don't refer to it as escalate benefits. Hey, Jonathan, thank you for this super chat. First of all, don't call it escalate benefits. That's the terminology I use, so you know what I'm referring to. What you do is you take a 2019 tax return, get it ready to send to your state unemployment's office. Only do this if you made $18,000 2019 or more. Only do it in those circumstances. This is how much you'll be able to raise your benefits. If you made over $18,000 but less than $25,000, you'll be able to raise your benefits about $50 a week, or about $1,500 over a 20-week period. If you made $25,000 to $30,000, you'll be able to raise your benefits about $100 a week, which over a 20 to 30-week period is about $2,000, $3,000. And if you made over $30,000 2019, you'll be able to raise your benefits about $300 a week, which over a 30-week period is about $10,000, $10,000. Viewers have done this consistently, and they've gotten close to exactly what I've indicated. Hey, welcome John Benari to the room. Hello, welcome. How are you, John? Everyone, welcome John Benari to the room. So that is how you can raise your base unemployment, and that's underneath the $400 a week. So that's a lot of moolah. At the 20-minute mark, now let me turn to those grants. Lord, there's a lot of grants. So we were covering the EIDL. We were talking about the second stimulus grants. Now, under the third stimulus, there's going to be EIDL grants for everyone. Hey, 3D printing. Everyone welcome 3D printing to the room. With 1,600 people in the room and 700 likes. Wow, those likes are low. Get that like button up. Hit those likes. The queen and kings of the room are going to tell you, get those likes up. 790. Let's get it to 2,000 in the room and 1,000 likes. Let's hit for that. So here are the grants under the third stimulus package, and these were all surprises to everyone when Nancy announced them yesterday. First, EIDL grants are returning. Second, a new grant for restaurants. Third, an expanded PPP for nonprofits and digital media services. Thank you, Tabitha, was that Tabitha again? I missed it last time, so I feel guilty if I miss it again. It is Tabitha. Thank you, Tabitha, for the cat. More funds for Save Our Stages, grants for independent live venues, independent movie theaters and cultural institutions, and new community navigation technical assistance to help connect underserved communities with critical resources. Wow. So those are some of the great grants, but there's actually more. Yes, and there's more. Here we go. Funding for the Economic Development Administration and environmental justice grants to help low-income minority communities who have been hardest hit by COVID. So that's a lot of grants. That's almost 5-6 grants. Hey, Tabitha, thank you for that's hysterical. GG, I love that. It's like an R2D2 sticker. Thank you, Tabitha. Thank you for all the wonderful stickers today. I really appreciate it. Very, very kind. So those are the surprising grants, and that's on top of PPP, which is back again. So we have almost 7 grants. You're going to see me really helping you and covering these grants extensively over the next few weeks. If you're new to this channel or you just recently found this channel, let me explain how this channel is different. As Ira, who I think is in the chat right now, said recently, this channel is basically Stimulus Masterclass. This is not where's my check, is the check in the mail. You're getting a check, and let me read you 4 minutes of text, and thank you and good night. No. This is how, this is a channel, hey, there's Ira. So this is a channel that helps you get as many stimulus items as you can get. 4, 5, 6 items a person, whether you're on SSI or SSDI, whether you're a business owner, whether you're a single parent, whether you're a kid out of college. There's going to be things across the board that you can get under the third stimulus package. And some of the second stimulus package items I'm going to get to right now as well. A second stimulus rent has finally rolled out to states. In California, they're doing an enormous amount of rent assistance right now. The rent assistance program went live in California. The confusion about rent is the following. We now have 3 different rent programs, and they're all slightly different. We have the first stimulus rent, the second stimulus rent, and now the third stimulus rent. The third stimulus rent will be you applying to the federal government and the federal government paying your landlord. And if the landlord doesn't take the money, they give it to you and you give it to the landlord. The second stimulus is money sent to the cities and states and counties, and you apply to them. Sort of like Purple in December and November on this channel. And then the first stimulus is basically Purple. You applying to the cities and counties, also using the nonprofits like Catholic Charities, St. Vincent de Paul, Community Action, United Way, things like that. So a lot of details. Wow. That was a lot. 24 minutes into the video, I feel like it was 2 years in this video. 1,800 people in the room. Oh, we're almost there. Let's get it. 2,000. Let's get to 2,000 in the room. And 983, we're going to do it. Let's do it. 2,000 and 1,000. 2,000 in the room and 1,000 likes. We're almost there. We need about another 150 more people. And let's see if we can do it as I read yesterday's comments to this video. Let's see what these wonderful people said to yesterday's comments. There are about 2,000 comments. If you have a comment as well to this video, drop in the comments below and I might feature them in tomorrow's recording. Hey, Shalette, for the person with the hair. The yellow hair. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. There is Rita. Rita is doing the winged lemon. Thank you, Rita, with the winged lemon. My favorite. Oh my goodness. Lemon alert. Oh my goodness. All right, here we go. Tamika Black. Just give us $1,000 to $2,000 a month until the pandemic's over. Linda Nelson. It's about time they wake up and see how we're hurting. Amen. Amen. Carolyn Schwisher. Didn't hear anything about Social Security. Alicia, thank you for the dancing bear. The dancing bear. And he has like, oh, that's the musical dancing bear. That's the one where he's playing the music. I love that one. Thank you for the dancing bear. Risa Stefani says, Biden says $1.9 trillion is on the edge, too small. So go big and go bold with some SSI and SSDI. You're giving everyone else. Why are we? Chopped liver? Well said. Casey with the cat. Oh, meow. How are you? The cat with the meow. Thank you, Casey with the meow. Joe Zam. Talk about this. How many months? Final, but never go to count. People watching for a long time. They need to pay bills. Carolyn Smith. When are we going to get our SSI, SSDI veterans and railroad workers money? Karen Hall. When's the Social Security come into play? What's Biden going to do about that? Words mean nothing, but action speaks volumes. And then we got more. Team Angel Gitso. Team Angel Gitso. Cocktails for Congress. Who cares as long as people get relief? I don't know what that means. Brian Blocks. I can't wait to fill the pantry and freezer up with food. $12 ice cream? D'Amico Mendez. I can't be a Purple Hawk. Taisha Payne. So it's a bill, yet took forever. It didn't take forever. It's only been, 3 weeks. Rebecca Rao. If Nancy is so quick, hey, Tabitha, with another R2D2. Thank you, Tabitha, with another R2D2. Rebecca Rao. If Nancy is so quick, I might have to feed somebody else my bears. What? I don't know what that means. She has to feed someone her bears? Oh, I read it wrong. Let me try that again. If Nancy is quick, I might have to feed someone else to my bears. Okay, that's just not funny. We don't talk about stuff like that. David DeSolo. I'm hungry. I'm making a pork chop with onions, rice, and carrots. I think that's the food channel. Thank you, Tiffany, and thank you, Kyle. Why am I hearing what they're having for lunch on this channel? I don't. Thank you, King Reno, for the massive super chat. Oh my goodness. Thank you, King Reno, for that enormous, massive super chat, and everyone else for the dancing bears right before. Hysterical. Why are we hearing about the person's pork chops and their carrots? I don't know. Is that code language for something? Is carrots like code language for FPUC retro? And pork chops is code language for MSC, multiple stimulus checks. I don't know what that means. I'm just confused. And what's with the onions? Onions, rice, and carrots. Okay. Stephen Moore. I've emailed the White House about. Oh, thank you. Someone just joined the family. I can't miss it. Edward Bass. Everyone welcome Edward to the family. And there's Angel Run. You look great. Your skin is so smooth like lotion. You're so fabulous, bro. I appreciate that. You know why my skin is so wonderful today? I rubbed onions and lemons and pork chops all over my face. Oh my goodness. Okay. Um, Stephen Moore. I'm emailing the White House about 7 times since Biden took office. Just keep on telling them to go bigger. Um, Sam Levinson. When are the checks coming? Right after the donut run, that's when the checks are coming. Hey, Christopher, thank you for the meow. Oh, meow. JC is falling over. Uh, what have you heard about the $200 for SSI? Is the third stimulus check based upon 2019 taxes or this year's taxes? That's actually a very big question. We don't know that answer. That has been a big topic of discussion. I missed that super chat. I don't even know if I can grab it. Danny V. Um, yeah, thank you so much for that, Danny V. So there is a lot of questions whether your stimulus check is based upon 2019 or 2020. At this point, it looks like it's going to be 2019, but we don't know for certain. 1995 in the room and 1,200 likes. We need 5 more people. There we go. 2,000 people in the room and 1,200 likes. We did it. Thank you so much. This has been Afternoons LA with What the Chuck. What a great day it is. I'll be back live with you at 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, which is 9 o'clock on the East Coast. And I'll be covering the latest updates on your second and third stimulus check. And then I'm back live 30 minutes thereafter. In third stimulus, well, then I'm back with Purple, in which, hey, Nicole, thank you for the dancing pair. On Purple at 6:30, I go over the items that are in the third stimulus package. So it's a double header, 2 live shows starting at 6, both 30 minutes in length. If you've not subscribed, please subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. It's free to subscribe. Also, like this video. And if you've not become a member, consider becoming a member, like the people who became a member during this chat. Stay informed, stay focused. The member link is in the pinned comment and also at the top of the chat. Keep on smiling. Thank you, King Reno. Ella, you deserve it. Thank you for everything. I appreciate that, King Reno. Thank you for that massive super chat. Have a great afternoon. I'll see you tonight and save LA for more.